Greetings! Today I want to talk to you about physical and mental health being a business owner. Running a business is very complicated and has a lot of challenges, but more importantly, we deal with a lot of challenges behind doors that we don't even talk about in our private life. And I know that there's the saying, when you come to a work or business place, leave your problems at the door and just focus on your work, but in all honesty, how can we? All of us internalize and we deal with our own personal struggles and just challenges on top of the stress of just juggling a job, juggling the actual workflow that goes with it, and so on and so forth. My question for you is, if you don't take care of your own physical and mental health, how do you expect to take care of your customers, friends, family, or anyone else? And the answer is you can't. That's why you need to do what you need to do. You need to take some time for yourself. You need to cut out the stressful factors that are creating more complications in your life and just try and move forward and get that time to actually reboot yourself, get yourself back together, and then get back on the horse. And I know that's easier said than done, but it's something that you need to consider because I see so many business owners and people running businesses that just get so tired, so exhausted, so fatigued from just trying to juggle too much without taking the proper time to actually take care of themselves. And it's a lot. Personally, for me, if you actually checked out our other blog videos, I deal with a lot of stressful things all the time. And something that is a harder topic for me to discuss is I do have a toxic family member, and during the pandemic a few years ago, my father was actually diagnosed with GBM, terminal brain cancer, and I not only had to take care of him, but I had to slowly watch him perish away. It was a lot for me to handle. In fact, it was too much. And on top of it too, I had two people creating more complicated scenarios for me here at the workforce, and it just became too much for me to handle. My mental health, my physical health was not in a good place, and I had to do what I had to do in order to just reset the button, take time for myself, and try and do the best I could. So I had to stop and think to myself, how am I going to actually resolve this issue that's going on? Because I've got multiple things coming at me. And again, we're dealing with a pandemic, a parent who's dying, a parent that's doing malicious activity, some people that are making my life more complicated, and just the struggles of being a business owner. That's a lot for anyone to handle. And I will say I was definitely not in a good place. I was at my lowest point and I didn't know how I was going to handle all of it. I was at my breaking point. But I knew at that moment that I am not okay, both physically and mentally, and I have to do whatever I have to do in order to get myself back on track and get my well-being and my mental health back in the saddle. So I actually did take a break from Lakehouse. I took care of my dad till the end of his days. I cut out the toxicity in my life, and I changed Lakehouse to where I could finally slowly integrate myself back in. So I had that time to reboot myself, get myself back together, and be the person that I need to be, not just for myself, but for my family, for my friends, and for my customers. Because again, if you can't take care of yourself, how can you take care of anyone else? And it's basically the scenario of if you're drowning out at sea, and if you don't know how to swim, how can you help someone else swim? And the answer is you can't. So I know it's much easier said than done to actually try and do these steps to make yourself in a better place, but definitely do them. Go on a vacation, go somewhere on the weekend, do something that makes you happy. Find that passion other than work that really inspires you to just get you out of the zone of just the toxic elements that you're dealing with, so you can reboot yourself to again find that well-being and find yourself that you need to be. So if you're a business owner or someone who's just struggling with a bunch of challenges like I had to, definitely reach out. I want to hear from you. I want to see if maybe I could help you out. Just again, I've had a lot of experience just in the past year and a half dealing with this. So again, tell me your thoughts in the comments below, send me a message, and please subscribe to our channel. Check out our other blog videos. I hope they inspire you. I hope that it gives you something that just helps you along your way. And most importantly, stay tuned for more and take care.